This is Nancy before with her beautiful red hair that we are going to highlight. And this is after. How did we get here? Let's find out today on The Beauty Shaman. For some dewy, hydrated skin, I use the Truth Trifecta, which is a vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and a mist all put together at once. Put that lightly on her skin, makes it nice and dewy. It's fabulous. Here's a little matte foundation with some moisturizer added, just again to make it a little bit dewy, which I love. Then some MAC concealer, just to take out the small bit of discoloration she has around her eyes. She certainly doesn't have very much. On her lids, I'm putting a little eye base, MAC Painterly, just to take out some of that discoloration and to keep her eyeshadow on. Here's Ben Nye powder. I'm just lightly dusting that because I want her skin to be dewy. Here's some golden brown bronzer. So I'm just applying that, as you can see, on her outer part of her face. She has a square face, so I'm just adding a bit more dimension to it, softening it down just a bit by doing the high points on her forehead, underneath her cheekbones, and also underneath her chin. And as you can see, I kind of touch it with my fingers a bit. I just want it to be very soft. I think we want to stay away from anything liney. This is Cork eyeshadow, and I'm using it with a thin brush in her eyebrow to extend her brows a bit. They're kind of short, as many of our brows are, so I just use the eyeshadow. It's a nice warm tone. I like eyeshadow in eyebrows on older women because it's very soft. I'm using a peachy toned lid eyeshadow, so it's just a regular eyeshadow. It's matte, has no glitter in it, and I put it all over her lids as a base for the smoky eye look, which we're going to do on her, and I just wanted something as a base, basically. This is the Costa Riche eyeliner. This is one of the things that's hardest for all of you. I know that. In order to apply, I use it just between the lashes. That's what I focus on. And as you can see, I go very slowly. I make very small movements. And then in a minute, I'm going to blend it. So you don't have to make it perfect. It just needs to be dense. It really needs to get in there. I do a lot of live shows on how to do eyeshadow where you can ask questions. So please, look for the live button on my channel. In any case, I go from one tip of her eye to the other tip of her eye. I don't do it halfway. I go very dense, very close to her lashes, and I really work with it. It takes a bit longer, but it really looks nice. Then I take a blending brush and work with it, just again, back and forth, just softly blending that in and making that line, the top line of that eyeliner, to mute. I want it to mutate. I don't want it to look really liney, but I want it to stay dense. Again, we're going back to Cork. So I've used Cork eyeshadow in her eyebrows, and now I'm using it all over her eye with the same brush, just a blender brush, and I just work it up. You can see I start from the base of her eye and I work up. And as you can see, this is a little blurry, and I'm sorry about that. She must have moved or something happened that it got blurry, but in any case, you can see it. I'm going to use a blush in her eyes, which is fine, and just to make that a bit brighter, I want to brighten it up a little bit because I just put some dense eyeshadow. You can see the effect of that. Then I'm going to use a nice grapey color underneath her eye. When you use warm tones, grapes are a great complement, and it can really make the eyes pop out even more. Look at that, it's beautiful. This is a peachy glitter. Any peachy glitter will do. And I'm just putting that on her eyeball, part of her lid, and tapping it in. I want a little bit of iridescent. Everything I used was matte, and I just want a bit shine in there. This is the Jane Iredale Lash Beyond Lash Mascara. For blush, I'm using a nice peachy tone. I'm sticking only with peaches here. Her eyes have a green tint, so it's lovely. It really makes the green jump out. Then a nice peachy toned lipstick, but it's got some color to it. It's got some brightness, but I don't want it to compete with her eyeshadow, and I want it to work with her hair. A And then I use a lip liner as well to keep her lipstick on. On all of us, it bleeds, so lip liners are kind of a necessity, I think. And this is the before shot with Nancy. And this is after. Please be sure to sign up for my newsletter at thebeautyshaman.com, and thank you so much for watching.